Happy New Year and welcome to Live Healthy Miami Gardens Facebook Live weekly health and wellness series brought to you by the City of Miami Gardens, Live Healthy Miami Gardens, where we bring you and your family information and resources to help our Miami Gardens community make the healthiest choices possible for ourselves and families. My name is Katia Harris. Our Village Program Coordinator at Jesse Trice Community Health System, also a Live Healthy Miami Gardens member and your host for today's Breastfeeding Masterclass. So, as you may know, Live Healthy Miami Gardens was born from the realization that although health is largely influenced by our individual choices, the conditions in the communities where we live, learn, work, worship, and play are also major contributing factors to the racial and ethnic health disparities faced, as well as our overall ability to make healthier choices. We know that these conditions are systemic, historical, and continue to impact us as communities of color and as a whole here and now. Live Healthy is a community initiative and part of the city's efforts to address these conditions and reduce poor health outcomes through the transformation of policies, our environment, and the healthcare system overall, making the city of Miami Gardens a healthier place to be. So, to kick off the new year, we'll be talking about new beginnings and how to nourish the future with breastfeeding bliss. So, why breastfeed? Well, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, they say that we should breastfeed because breastfeeding provides unmatched health benefits for both babies and mothers. Breastfeeding is the clinical gold standard for infant feeding and nutrition, with breast milk uniquely tailored to meet the health needs of a growing baby. The American Academy of Pediatrics also recommends exclusive breastfeeding of infants for the first 6 months of life before introducing nutritious complementary foods, since breast milk provides all the nutrition that a baby needs in their first 6 months of life. Breast milk or human milk reduces risk of infant and maternal morbidity, mortality, and onset of chronic diseases in both mom and baby, such as type 1 diabetes, childhood obesity, childhood asthma, SIDS, eczema, GI diseases, ear infections, hospitalization for lower respiratory tract infections, celiac disease, hypertension or high blood pressure, and hypercholesterolemia or high cholesterol. Unlike infant formula, breast milk is organic, species specific, convenient, cost effective, tailor made, environmentally friendly, and is the normative standard for infant feeding and nutrition. Bottom line, it is made exclusively, specifically, especially made for your baby. It is baby's first immunization and offers the best developmental outcomes while encouraging bonding between mom, baby, and family. So, in order to ensure that your journey is a blissful one, we have three tips for mom, baby, and family, for mom and baby's breastfeeding experience. One deals with feeding upon delivery. And during that time, you're engaged in the golden hour, which also leads into skin to skin contact and knowing and understanding the benefits of colostrum. So during the golden hour is the first hour or the 1 hour of uninterrupted skin to skin contact between mother and newborn immediately after birth. It is important for bonding and successful breastfeeding. And during this time, you can expect the 9 behaviors of the birth cry, relaxation, awakening, activity, rest, crawling, familiarization, suckling, and sleep. And yes, it all happens within that first hour, that golden hour. And during this time, there's also the skin to skin contact, which promotes bonding, psychological stability, and successful breastfeeding. It also helps regulate body temperature, It stabilizes the heart rate and blood sugar levels. It decreases stress between both mom and baby alike, and increases comfort and transfer of beneficial microorganisms. Colostrum is the first milk produced by the mammary glands during pregnancy and the initial days of postpartum. It is rich in nutrients and antibodies, providing essential nourishment for the newborn. The small amounts of colostrum that baby receives in their early days are highly beneficial and supportive of the baby's immune system, digestion, and overall development. The next tip is establishing a good latch and hold. Establishing a good latch is essential for a successful breastfeeding experience for both mom and baby. A proper latch helps ensure that effective milk is transferred, and it also reduces discomfort for both mom and baby, and supports the baby's ability to feed comfortably. Now, with all of this said, seeking guidance from your lactation consultant or a healthcare professional or doula can help in ensuring that the baby latches on to the breast correctly. Familiarizing yourself with various hold techniques and finding what fits best for you and baby are also essential in the breastfeeding experience that you and baby may have. And some clips of this slide and information can also be found on the American Academy of Pediatrics if you're looking for tips on establishing a good latch and hold. And also, of course, connecting to a lactation consultant. And finally, supplying the demand and demanding the supply. I have a friend who's also works with Miami Dade WIC, and her main thing is, regardless of the circumstance, put that baby to the breast, which means breastfeeding operates on a demand and supply basis, meaning the more frequently a baby feeds or the more it's pumped, the more milk the body produces. In response to feeding, the baby cues and hunger signals also guide the feeding schedule. This helps establish and maintain an adequate milk supply. And responsive feeding also promotes a strong mommy baby bonding and supports the baby's nutritional needs. Now, during this time, it is essential to connect with your support system and have your support system support you and baby throughout this process. That includes your immediate family, including dad. That is essential in this process. Engage the baby's siblings, if any, in supporting you and baby during this breastfeeding journey. This also includes friends. Um, uh, Healthcare professionals, including doulas and midwives, and your primary care professional, your OBGYN, um, your pediatrician, even addressing your behavioral needs, are all essential support systems that you'll find beneficial throughout your breastfeeding journey. Now, with that said, here's a list of support systems and breastfeeding and lactation resources throughout Miami-Dade County, that including Jesse Trice Community Health System, Live Healthy Miami Gardens, Breastfeed Miami, Healthy Star Coalition of Miami-Dade, the Jasmine Project, Metro Mommy Agency, and with that also MOMCHA. And just like I was shared before, the Miami-Dade County WIC program. You can also find hospital-based lactation services where support groups and breastfeeding classes are also held. And there are also statewide and national resources that you can take advantage of. And you can also access this QR code to connect to many of those resources, and links to those direct pages are also on the screen. So with that said, I know it's short and sweet, but this is just to ensure that you have the essential basic information to establish a new beginning, start at the new year the best way possible, nourishing a little one, the future, and having a blissful experience. And I know, even in saying having a blissful experience, there might be challenges that comes along the way in your breastfeeding journey, which is normal. That's why it's also essential, again, to connect with those support systems and to your lactation specialist, your lactation consultant, and ensuring that you get the best support, knowledge, equipment needed for a successful breastfeeding journey. Thank you for tuning in. If you're tuning in live, if you're tuning in later, thank you for checking out this recording. We also have other breastfeeding masterclass segments that touch on specific aspects of lactation, breastfeeding, support systems, and also spotlighting a lot of our community partners that were listed here. So with that said, hope you have a great rest of your day. Tune in every Tuesday at 3 o'clock for Live Healthy Mommy Gardens Facebook Live Weekly Wellness Series, and on fourth Tuesdays for our Breastfeeding Masterclass. With that said, have a great rest of your day and live healthy.